So this is race 9 of the MXB GPs, and we are at Sweden, my hometown race. Um, for any of you who didn't know, I'm Swedish. Some of you do know that somehow. Like I have some people like DM me in Swedish, and I don't have any problem with that. I just I just wonder how people know I'm Swedish. Like, maybe it's the accent. I have probably very Swedish English. But yeah, I thought that today, since I did kind of good in this race, um, at least from my standards, I would just kind of go through a little bit what I think of and some tips on how to place higher in races. This is a pro race, like the official ARL pro races. Uh, you probably have to ride a little bit different when you're riding like public lobbies and stuff like that, because they're like different skill level, different like length of the motors and stuff like that. But so yeah, definitely a more pro video, like for more pro skill level. But definitely something you can take away even in AMS and stuff like that. So yeah, first few laps, just try to survive. Like as you can see, it's chaos, and it says I'm 7/16, which is not that bad, at least for me. So yeah, just staying alive and not crashing is really good. I end up in 9th, as you can see here, and I'm battling some guys still in the first few laps. I don't know if I got some help in that corner, but I crashed, and as you can see, like the guy in 15th passed me, so I lost a lot of positions just by one simple crash in a corner. In Because I'm in the like early laps. So definitely focus on being consistent and not crashing in the early laps. That's like the first thing you should do in moto. But once everything settles in, like after a few laps, you want to try to find a consistent pace. And that's a pace where you know you can run consistently for multiple laps in a row. But you still want to be kind of fast. So it's really hard, but you need to find the balance where you are going somewhat fast, but still very consistent. There are some guys that are going a lot faster than me. However, they are not as consistent, and you can definitely see some examples of that in this video of people just trying to go too fast and just ending up crashing all the time. And there are always some people in every race that come up from behind me and they just blow past me and they crash like 2 turns later, and I end up passing them again and placing higher in the moto. So yeah, that's just a unfortunate. I did not see him, and somehow I managed to hit him with my back tire and I got pibosoed. So yeah, so now we're starting to get into like the part where we want to find our pace. It's been like 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. So yeah, as I talked about before, just stay consistent. As you can see, some of the people just goes up the inside of you. So letting them by and being a bit careful, I would say it's better than trying to hold them off. Because some people just sense it on the inside in this game and just don't care if they take you out. So here we are at the 10-minute mark. I tried to go for a pass there on the inside, did not make it. He got the inside line for the next corner, so I just let him by. Follow him on the inside, because I do not like the outside on this track in that corner. So yeah, so right here I just try to go for a pass. Here I need to decide kind of if I'm going to push and try to pass him again, or if I'm gonna settle down and just like calm down again. And I'm pretty sure I was riding a little bit tense at this point, as I passed two guys that crashed, which I talked about earlier. Just kind of prove my point. So yeah, here it's just about like calming down, relaxing. Because if you're nervous and you're kind of tense, some people ride really good when they're a little bit nervous. But if you're tense, you're gonna make mistakes and you're not going to be as fast as you can be. So just focus on being relaxed helps, at least me, it helps a lot. Yeah, as you can see there, I was riding a little bit tense and I just messed up the part for that corner and going out of the corner. So yeah, just being relaxed really helps you with your consistency. And like, even though it's a game, and like, but if you're in these pro races, you want to win, you're going to be nervous even if it's a game or not. Like, if you want to do well, you're gonna get nervous. And kind of learning how to control that. If you can control that good, you're gonna do a lot better. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so bad in the first moto, especially the first half of the first moto, because I'm just a little bit tense, so I do stuff like that, and I'm riding a little bit scared, so I just make a lot of mistakes and I'm not going fast. So yeah. So as you see, yeah, that was a really nice pass on the inside. He made a little mistake, so I capitalized on that and just trying to stay in front of him. Here I feel good and I feel confident, so I like take the line, and he was not like too far on the inside, so I could take his line while still being clean. So that's one thing to think about. If you're going to hold your line, you have to be confident about it. And as you can see here, I make a small mistake, like I just tip it down in the corner. I lost 2 positions. So yeah, consistency, really key. Same here, somehow I actually landed that, but now I lost 2 positions again. One thing though that is like even more important, maybe, is that when you're making a mistake, don't turn it into 2 mistakes. And what I mean by that, when you crash, just be calm. As I turned to the inside there, which I shouldn't. He did not anticipate me going to the inside, and he had the inside line, so I should have gone the outside, because he did not anticipate me going to the inside. But back to the point, when you crash, just be calm. You can be fast and calm at the same time, but the thing you really don't want to do is start to stress, because then you're gonna get up, you're gonna slam on the gas, and you might get a little bit sideways, and maybe you go to the next corner and you crash again. So that's kind of what I mean with don't turn one mistake into 2, is that when you crash, just collect yourself and be calm and get going again, and don't stress about it, because if you're stressing, you're probably gonna make another mistake. So yeah, so taking you through the last lap here, just kind of cruising a consistent pace. I see the person in front of me, I know he's kind of the same speed as me, so I'm not gonna push and try to catch him on the last lap. I am, however, gonna have a good pace, because he might actually crash. So you want to be close enough, or like you want to have a good enough pace so you maybe could capitalize on his mistakes. But I would say don't push it in this situation, because you're not gonna catch him unless you're like Usain Bolt or something. So yeah, just a very boring last lap. And moving on to Moto 2. Now Moto 2 is, you can rely even more on consistency, because people are going to crash a lot more. And I think that is because, one, they are tired, and two, there are a lot of road on the track. Yeah, as you can see, start are chaos, but I had a crash really early. I managed to get through this part really clean. As you can see, I'm going very slow and very careful. I'm checking up here because jam was coming in very close on the left. I sent that, was, felt brave there. Yeah, just be careful, take it a little bit slower so you can react to when people crash. So yeah, that's kind of my tips for this start. The absolute best in the start is just to pull a hole shot, but at least I'm not that good at starts to where I can pull hole shots. And this is a perfect example as well. I could see Lansen was on the inside, and I did not feel comfortable with the pass, so I just let off and just stayed calm and did not force the issue, just not to ensure that I don't crash. So yeah, I got passed there by Steinar. This kid with 100 million ping comes up, and when you're riding behind someone that has a lot of ping, I would say don't be too close, and when you're making a pass, you have to really commit to it, and preferably don't make contact with them, because they might as well just throw you out for some reason, because the netcode are really bad in this game. So just be careful when you have someone that is lagging in front of you. Yeah, so we have been through like the first few laps, maybe the first 1 or 2 laps. So people are still kind of clumped up, but they have spread out a little bit, and people are not crashing left to right. So this is kind of the point where you should be a little bit more aggressive, I think, but still be consistent. And this is where I kind of lack a little bit. Like, I get a little bit to get going, and I'm not that good at being aggressive. So it takes a couple of minutes for me to like get to a good pace, and that's just a little bit unfortunate that I got hit there, but probably should not be following in the first place. So yeah, so now we move in like 10 minutes mark. So I'm battling this Henrik, and I know he's just a little bit faster than me. Like, his raw speed is better than mine, so I'm kind of relying a little bit more on consistency. And this is the good thing when you like race the same people, that you know their tendencies a little bit. And I know that he usually is a person that goes a little too fast and crashes a lot. So I'm kind of hoping that he is going to make a mistake. And I'm pretty sure he does as well, just in a few moments. Hope I'm not wrong. That would be a little bit embarrassing. So yeah, you can see I'm just holding a good pace. As you can see there, he crashed. And sometimes just being behind people are enough. And yeah, this is after a few laps. I make a mistake right here. Really bad corner entry, and I did not commit to the corner there, because I was starting to get a little bit scared of that corner because of the road. And if you don't commit to a corner, especially when a road comes into play, you're a lot more likely to make mistakes. So if you're going for a corner, just commit to it, and if you crash, you crash, but if you not commit to a corner, you're probably gonna crash either way. So yeah, just commit to corners. That's also a really good tip, like not just for racing, but just in general. So as you can see there, I don't know if you noticed it, but I changed my lines. So I went outside in the first corner, where I crashed, and then I went to the inside in the next corner. And that is just because I felt like I started to get some weird bumps and stuff from the road, and I was not comfortable with the lines I previously had. So then I just switch it up. And that is something that is really important to be able to do, as I get past here and I make a really bad mistake. So yeah, being able to switch your lines up are really important, because when you're starting to get a road, the ruts are getting weird. Sometimes, like, taking another line is actually faster than trying to stick in the normal racing line. So just something to keep in mind. So now we are at the last lap, and I know the person in front of me has some cuts. So the thing that is going through my mind right here is that I don't have to pass this person to get the position. I am actually already in 12th place, and you can see he's in 13th. So I'm just trying to hold a consistent pace, and I'm just trying to hang with him. I'm not trying to force a pass or something. And I know the person in front of me, or like the person in front of him, also had some cuts, but he's kind of too far away to catch on the last lap, so I'm not gonna worry about him, because I'm not gonna be able to pass him either way, because I know I'm not that fast. So yeah, coming into the last few corners, just being very consistent, taking a little bit slower, just making it through. And yeah, that's my race. I ended up 12th actually, on the second moto, like 18th first moto, like top 17 overall. So yeah, just consistent results will actually get you a lot higher than you think.